Y'all know who y'all rocking with. It's your boy Rocky, that dark-skinned one. It's time to spin the yard with your boy. How my peoples doing out there, man? How my G's doing out there, man? How my real ones doing out there, man? They say gangsters don't die. They get chubby and come on YouTube, you heard? What up, man? How my peoples doing? Y'all know what we like to do here at the Bite Network. By the time this video reach all its viewers, I promise, I pray and find y'all in the best health mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and all the above. My grandmas once told me, we gotta learn how to pray for each other because we all we got. Bite. What up? How my people's doing out there, man? Y'all know I miss y'all. I know y'all miss me. Let's spill a little bit of it before we get into it. So the last two videos I put out, the one on Taiki and the one right after that, it probably was a locked in, but they shot it yellow, and I don't know what's going on, but they being funny. And I'm somebody who actually write for my stories, and let's say if I'm covering somebody, right, I try my best to prep, to write, to do my due diligence so I could kind of make a good interview. Of course, I'm just getting started at this, and not interview, but story, even if it's a presentation, a small profile piece on one of these steppers or something like that. I'm doing my due diligence to try to be, if not the best at it, somebody that's progressing. You understand? And to see that I'm getting flagged yellow, sometimes they say we can't use certain music, we can't use this, we can't use that, and I try my best to not go down that path of using stuff no more. And so a lot of the times y'all would have got a souped up channel from me already. I promise you, all the ideas that's been in my head, we would have had fire content, but you can't get paid for certain stuff. Like once you add it to your little situation, now you're getting copyright strikes. So you getting this, you getting that. They taking from your income because they know your income is going to control how you do this thing. And so my last two videos, I'm not getting nothing for. I want y'all to know that I'm not getting nothing for. And it's not, for me, it's not really about the money, because I'm somebody who was dropping crazy before I was getting paid for it. I truly like to do this. This is what I like to do. And I finally got it where I can do something that I truly like and get paid for it. I'm not even thinking about how many subscribers I got now, because every day is going up. You understand? I reached a certain hump, and now automatically the viewers go up. So I understand that, and I'm not even rushing to get there. But we're not gonna look at my skin tone or the way that I talk or the way that I present certain things and say that, hey, I can't put an ad on this, or you can't get paid for an ad that's on this video because it don't fit the description of what we want. But you tell us that so you can't pay us, but then you go and use that. You go and put ads on that video anyway. So no matter how you look at it, you're still getting the promotion from putting ads on the video that you say I can't get paid from ads being on this video. Y'all understand what's going on? And I believe that is happening so it could detour me from getting good at this and, losing that little spark that I got for it and giving up on it. Nah. Like I just said a few seconds ago, this is somewhere now I can get paid for doing the right thing. Oh, it's lit. I'm never gonna give up on that, because that's what we running away from. a certain lifestyle. If we do something, we got to get locked up. No, I finally could be free. And I'm just talking on the mic. I ain't got to worry about nobody kicking in my door and stuff like that. Come on. They got to see when people trying and when people not. Point blank, period. And so that put me in a little funk. But I've been, I'm working on the Charlie Rock story for New York Steppers. And I want New York Steppers to be what it is. And so I'm working on his little video, and that's what I wanted to drop this weekend. But, you know, and it come how I needed to come, you heard? Because I don't know what they striking yellow for. So I don't want to put it out there, period, you heard? But we gonna do what we do tonight, you heard? We gonna do what we do tonight. We gonna keep it very professional, you heard? And see what's going on, you heard? Alright, so we gonna spin the East Coast, you heard? And we gonna take it to PA Allenwood. We gonna take it to my time in the feds. This story is about two Queens comrades. And no, actually one is from Queens. My son H Moneybags, you heard? And we know that's somebody's name already, but we just call my son H Moneybags, you heard? That was a little name we gave him. And everybody that was in our unit called him that. But outside the unit and all that, they called him H Money. Son was from Harlem. He was from, he was like from 110th or 109 in First Avenue, over there by like East Army and all that. And some was rolling 30s, Dirt Gang, you know the vibes. My other son, Pretty Kev, you heard? That was his name. My son was from the Lower East Side. Both of them Spanish, you heard? Both of them Spanish, both from New York. Let's get into it, you heard? So, Allenwood, right? So, Allenwood, a little bit on that was, I touched Allenwood when I was coming back to the East Coast. Like, that was my first spot, being back on the East Coast. And, what I could say from leaving Beaumont and then Terry Hut and then coming to Allenwood, I'm not going to say Allenwood was a walk in the park or it was this, it was that. Nah, it wasn't none of that. It just was change of culture. Meaning when I was in Beaumont, it's a way Texas, you know, how they do it. And they run their jails, the Texas ABs and stuff like that, you heard? And so it's very different. It's different. Being from the East Coast, it is different. I don't even care what your race is. It's very different. And so Allenwood was my first spot coming back to the East Coast. And like I said, I won't sleep on it. I won't call it nothing. I just be like, yo, it was just different. It was a change of culture, and I was culture shocked by Texas. You heard? And let's get into it. Okay, so I land in the spot. I get approached. We do the paperwork situation. I'm Gucci. We Gucci. Let's go. Okay, so coming into Allenwood, it's a strong DC presence in that spot, a strong Philly presence in that spot, a strong mafia presence in that spot, and of course the Mexicans, but. Let's just keep it on New York, right? So my son's so coming to the spot is and I'm talking straight politics. It's a lot going on. Just is So when I was in Baltimore and all that, a lot of shit was coming through, like the Mexicans and all that. And being in Allenwood, it felt different. You understand? It felt like our peoples was getting it and all that. You know, whatever it was, but it just felt different, right? And like the power changed. In New York is New York. We gonna ring no matter where we at. We got a strong presence in the feds, period. And they shooting. I don't know if y'all can hear them, but it's going down. It's going down out there. I pray it ain't nobody I know, right? He's still hitting. They licking. Woo! Y'all can hear that? If y'all can hear it, drop it in the comment. Ooh, they going. Oh man, this is crazy. I was just into it. Let's get back into it. But so being back in this spot, right? It was a little bit more of in my comfort zone, but I've been dealing with the Texas politics for the 2 years before. I mean, yeah, the 2.5 years before I even landed here. So I'm changed already in behavior patterns, the way I move and stuff like that, because I'm used to coming out of here and being back in here, which is a little bit more looser for a person like me. I'm kind of like back in the culture shock thing. Like, okay, we doing this or we doing that. So the once I got validated with my car, you know, I got love. I got the kid package. I got the normal shit that you're supposed to do. And I got situated with, you know, how I was gonna get my money and all that. And which was cool for me because it happened right away. And I told y'all when I was in the feds, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't, you know, somebody who had millions in the stash outside. Nah, I was fucked up for a while. So you know what it is. You gotta grind. You gotta come up. If you a man on the outside, you gotta be a man on the inside too. And so yeah, I got validated, and you know, you're never gonna just be like, kumbaya, we accept you, come here, take these gifts, and you good. Nah, something gonna come after that. You heard? And so for like 2 weeks, I'm waiting for the something to come after that, and it didn't. So I'm getting a little bit more chill, laid back, like, yo, we good. And then look, with the jail situation, things happen literally at the drop of a dime. Your whole life will change just like that. For any of my young folks that's out there who be tuned into the channel, man, understand that life and because of the decisions that we make, life can go sour just like that. And also opportunities come in that it could change your life just like that. You could go up just from an opportunity, being around being around the right person or being around the right area on the right block. You understand? It happens for good and bad. And so like I said, I was waiting for like 2 weeks before they be like, yo, all right, yo, you next up. You gotta put some work in. And so that morning, niggas like, yo, look, niggas need you to put in some work. I'm like, all right, who? You know, they like, yo, we gonna let you know at lunch. I'm like, all right, cool, copy. So around this time, I'm starting to get cool with H Money and my son. Like Kev was the first nigga who I got cool with, cause some Spanish, Son's you already know if you hear a nigga in there like, yo, my name Pretty Kev, you gonna be looking at the nigga like, what, bro? And then son Spanish. My son was Spanish. He's from the Lower East Side, bro. I don't know the projects from over there, but it's not Alphabet City. It's not that one. He lived over there by the bridge and shit, in them projects over there. But my son he was a funny dude, bro. And when you in a spot for more than 6 months and you around, you know, if you're in a spot that you comfortable meaning you took your time, you took your time, you doing your time, and you just waiting to come home, or you waiting for, you know, whatever. I can't say it. But me, I'm in a spot for more than 6 months. We chilling. It's not so crazy. You don't gotta be on super point. But this is the Fed, so you do gotta be on point. But you know, for the most part, everybody going down. It's time to get out of here. And so me and Pretty, we hit it off, and me and H Money, we hit it off to a point where you didn't see one without the other. First, before I came in, it was Pretty. It was Pretty and H. And now when I come in, it's all three of us. And it's only because we around the same age. We listen to the same music. We got the same type of stories. You understand? We talking our ish. We playing. It's always like that with me because I got a young soul. I got an old soul in certain areas, but I also got a young soul too, where I like to have fun, like to play, like to pull pranks, stuff like that. You heard? And so the nigga H, he come to me. So y'all understand. I'm like 5'7". Pretty Kev was like 5'6", 5'5". H like 6'2". You understand? So this big nigga chilling with the two little niggas. You heard? Now, so H, he come to me early in the morning. He like, yo, bro, it's game time. I'm like, I already knew because I've been telling these niggas like, yo, you already know the niggas that you start clicking up with, this the ones who you talking to the most. And so I'm like, yo, I can't wait. My son like, yo, look, you going, don't worry, you ain't gotta wait so long, nigga. It's coming. And so you know, we used to talk about it and shit like that. And so that morning he like, yo, look, your bunkie, cause look, niggas wanted to sell that. The feds, the feds is different from the state in a lot of ways, right? And like I said, I've never been up north, but certain things I don't hear people talking about, right? So now in the feds, when you in the unit, the cells that's in the unit, they get claimed by the gangs. You understand? Like you see how, as far as Rikers Island, a cell is not mine. You heard? This cell is only yours until we choose to move you to another cell, get you out the building, or you take your ass home, or you take your ass up in state, whatever. You heard? It's not really for, even the Bloods, they don't be like, yo, that's a blood cell, this is a blood cell. I don't know. I haven't been in the state, but I was on Rackets, and they don't do that on Rackets, right? And so the cell that I was in, it was a black nigga there. And so it was a New York nigga. It was a New York nigga there. He was going home. And so this was his bunkie. Now, this nigga that was in the cell with us, he was from New York, but he was from upstate New York. But he was a white boy. He was a, yeah, I look at it. All right, so once I like I said, this happened before I was here. This little part of it. I didn't know where he was before he went to the, you know, the white, the Aryan, not everything is not Aryan Brotherhood. He was a part of the Dirty White Boys. So I don't know how he was acting and doing things before he turned to Dirty White Boy, because he was from New York upstate. And so he was in a cell. Being that he was from New York, they allowed him to stay in the cell with Son until Son put on that other uniform, that dirty white boy uniform. Now, because it was like a little piece going on, I don't know. The nigga who went home, I didn't know him, none of that. But I heard Son was about his mess. And the only reason why they kept the nigga in there was the New York dude that was in the cell before me that went home, he was cellmates with the nigga, right? And you tell everything to your cellmate, right? Your cellmate is the nigga who, if y'all get locked in for weeks, y'all gonna be in there chatting it up. Whatever happened, this is you and him, right? And so the homie, his son was going down. So every time the nigga wife go see him, she bring the nigga back a bottle of pills. And it could be Oxycontin. Sometimes it's Oxycontin, sometimes it was Percocet, sometimes it was what you call that? Suboxone pills, those type of things, right? And it'll be a lot. And so what he was doing with the New York nigga who left, he was giving the nigga half. He was taking care of the nigga for the nigga to keep his mouth closed and stuff like that. But you know how people are. He went running his mouth. The dude who went home, he went back to the New York car running his mouth like, yo, look, this is what this nigga doing. You heard? Son smashed me with pills and all that. And I was gonna tell y'all, but I wanted to see what it was. They ain't, this is a new income coming into the whip. So they ain't spank him or none of that. They like, yo, all right, fuck it. They fucked with it. And so it was just him dealing with the nigga. And then later, once he got his cut, he'd break bread with the shot caller of the New York car. You feel me? And so now with the New York nigga going, Son, he don't know that the New York nigga told everybody. So now with his first strike was going from the New York car to being a dirty white boy, right? So you was just chilling around a bunch of blacks and fighting with blacks and all that, and now you on some racist shit, right? That was strike one. Strike two was you in here with all this, you going down to get it, you doing what you do, and you ain't saying nothing to nobody. You heard? And so now the shot caller of us who, a lot of people will be like, yo, ain't no nigga was my shot caller. Yo, bro, listen, it ain't a soft bone in my body, but we gonna call it what it is. In them federal penitentiaries, if you from a place that got a lot of individuals or even a place that's small, you got a shot caller. I don't care if you're from New York or if you're from Utah. You got a shot caller once you get in that federal building. So now he getting shit and he keeping it to himself. So now niggas want this cell already. Niggas want the cell, nigga want him out the cell because of the funny movements he played. And he think that he low. He thinking niggas don't know he getting pills every visit. He got them shits in his ass, you understand? And he moving like that. He's moving spicy. He probably cutting his peoples off, but he ain't cutting New York in no more, right? And so this is where it go down at, right? So they like, yo, so nigga like, yo, look, it's game time. I'm like, all right, cool, who? They like, yo, bunkie. I'm like, yo, come on. I'm like, my bunkie? Niggas like, yo, yeah. Then they put me on to what was going on. So I'm like, yo, all right. I'm like, but yo, if I'm in, so one of the rules is, a lot of times when bunkies get it on, it's because it's personal or it's because it's a space thing, meaning a nigga in your space, you in a space, or life going wrong from one nigga, whatever. You heard? It really be about some right there shit, right? So I'm like, yo, we going there, jump the nigga. I'm not, how I'm gonna look bringing niggas in there They see me in there jumping. Come on, that's just like a gang assault. So, but I don't care. I'm with it. Fuck it. This what y'all want to do. This what we doing it. So the nigga H like, yo, look, we don't want it to look like that. So you gonna hold the door down. You gonna already be outside chilling, watching TV. Then once you see us slide in, you gonna go. You gonna hold it down. That's it. Simple as that, right? So I'm like, all right, copy. So I go. I see the nigga slide. They slide in there. The nigga pretty Kev and the nigga H. They slide in the cell. Boom. So now I go stand by the cell. I'm chilling. I'm looking, listening to my whip. Now I start doing push-ups and shit. I don't know what they doing in there, but I know what they doing in there. You heard? Niggas is getting to the business. So I got, like I said, I put the whip in my ear. And for y'all that don't know, the whip is your radio. But I don't got it on. But I'm acting like I got it on. I'm doing my push-ups, walking, spinning, walking back and forth, making sure nobody get up on them, making sure nobody watching them, shit like that. You feel me? But I gotta make sure I'm good too, right? So I'm waiting. I wait like a good 6 minutes. I'm like, all right, it's too long. Like that 6 minutes too long, nigga. So now I slide in the cell. Baby, I should have stayed out the cell. You hear me? These niggas, listen to me. Listen to me. I do not condone it. I do not talk about. If y'all want to be real, look at my channel. And this is for all the real members. You heard? We ain't got no V squad. We ain't got none of that. Nigga, I got members. But we got steppers. You heard? Listen. So, I am not condoning what I'm about to say. I don't think it's tough. I don't think it's cool. But it's a part of being in jail. And if you do not want this to happen to you, you need to stay away from doing the wrong thing that's going to get you inside of a jail. Point blank, period. When I speak and I got stories, I don't even tell stories about booty bandits and none of that. Understand that, all right? All right, let's get to it. So now I'm waiting a little 6 minutes, like I said, but it felt like an hour. So I'm like, yo, I gotta know what's going on. Now, they don't tell me right away that, yo, son got whoom. They just like, yo, it's game time. I'm like, all right, who? They like, yo, your bunkie. Word? My bunkie? Yo, chill. Look, listen, you just gonna hold the door down. If something get shaky, nigga, you shake off. I'm like, heard you. I like that. So, the plan was they gonna slide in. I'm gonna slide, hold it down. I'm holding it down. It's taking too long. That 6 minutes felt like 60 minutes, you heard? And so, I act like I'm, like I said, I'm working out. I'm acting like I'm working out. I slide in the room. They got this nigga. They got him folded like a beach chair. Then his ass in the air. This nigga whole arm in his ass. I'm like, yo, bro, nah, bro. What's going on, bro? They like, yo, this nigga got it up there, nigga. I'm taking it. I said, yo, nah, bro. This nigga got the shit. I'm looking in the cell. This is my home. This is where I gotta live. This nigga he lubed his arm up with the shampoo, cuz. Yo, cousin. Cousin, man, listen to me. My son, yo, H Money, man. If you home, you is my man, bro. That's my guy, bro. This nigga lubed up his arm with the shampoo, cuz. Then this nigga proceeded to stick his arm in this nigga until he came out with the mother load. You hear me? Listen to me, Linda. I'm telling them niggas, listen, I'm like, yo, he ain't got nothing. If y'all don't see this shit coming out his pants and know that nigga ain't got that nigga said that nigga got it. He got it. I know he got it. I'm taking it. I want it. This us. I'm like, yo, bro, this is my bunkie, bro. I'm like, yo, he ain't got it, bro. I would have knew. I'm like, this nigga would have told me. He like, yo, nah, we wanted him to tell you. So this could have been easier. But he ain't tell you. That mean he told them niggas. And then I put it together. I'm like, oh. So he ain't put me on to the grand scheme of things because now he put his people, the dirty white boys, on. So I'm like, all right, he was going to cut us out. Fuck it, get it. Get that shit, nigga, get it. But nah, I ain't say get it. I ain't do none of that. I'm like, I'm putting it together in my head. I'm like, oh, all right. I'm sliding out the room. This ain't got nothing to do with me. You right. So, bro, listen to me, man. Yeah. And that's the savagery. That's the most savage I've ever seen with my own eyes. Like, poke-ups is, yes, that's crazy. And niggas getting stabbed and all that, that's crazy. Yes, it is. I don't never want to go back to jail. But to see niggas that, you getting hit with the package, you doing your thing, you hustling, when the cops come, you got to put it up there so you could be smooth, and then niggas violate you and take it out of you with their own? Bro. So I spin out the cell. I'm like, yo, I ain't want nothing to do with this. But I got in and out enough to make it look like, yo, I'm arguing with them, like, yo, nigga, get out my cell, So when I came out the cell, I'm like, yo, fuck, I'm like, yo, but I ain't making it hot, none of that. It looked like I'm telling niggas to get out of my cell, niggas not listening to me. Shit like that, just for the camera, right? And so, 5 minutes later, I see this nigga H come out happy. Kev come out happy. They like, yeah, you already know. So I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. I go in my cell. Bro, this nigga, bro, listen to me, man. We not glorifying nothing. We not, none of that. We don't do that. If I'm telling a good story and I'm in it, then I'm in it. That's the power of telling stories. It could pull you in. But by any means, I'm not glorifying certain actions. All right. So I walk in. This nigga curled up on the floor. The room smelled crazy. The cell smelled crazy. Shit, blood. I'm like, nah, bro. Nah, I'm like, yo, I can't get with this, bro. I'm like, in my cell, bro. He don't know that I did up or none of that. So he just really thinking it's these two niggas, they ran down on him. He can't tell or none of that, right? So I'm flipping. I'm like, yo, nah, it's just not happening, nigga. Like, you wildin', bro. I don't know what you into, but bro. So son, he kind of like, he fucked up, but he knew he couldn't stay fucked up because he had somebody to answer to. So son laid in his feces, his blood till he passed out. I go watch TV. Boom, I get out that situation like, oh, I'm telling these niggas, we already said it, yo. After the situation, or we not going around each other. No, nothing that. And so when the officer did their rounds, they wound up finding the nigga. They found them, locked everything down. Boom. So now they go through they do their investigation. they locked this nigga H Money up in the hole. They don't come for the nigga Pretty, right? So now it went from me, H, and Pretty to me and Pretty. So now me and her bro, we chilling, bro. We chilling, we doing us. Alright, so now the nigga H, he, like, whatever niggas got off for son, H wound up giving it to the nigga Pretty, right? So my son Kev, I gotta call my son Kev, because that shit don't even sound right. No homo, no diddy, I know the vibes. But now look, so H gave everything to my son, so to the nigga Kev. So Kev, you know, is all three of us though. We all three on it. So the nigga Kev like, yo, we gonna do what we do because bro want us to do what we do anyway. You heard? So once I seen what we had, yo, bro, she literally loaded this nigga up. And I don't even think all of this shit came from one visit. It had to be his stash where he had, and I promise you, because these niggas literally had all type of pills. I'm like, yo, nah, this shit can't be real, you heard? This can't be jail. This nigga got over 1,000 pills in him. You understand that? So me and son split it up. We like, yo, you gonna take 500, I'm gonna take 500. What you make off yours, you gonna give 13% of that to what you call it, and I'm gonna give 13% of that, so we gonna be alright. So we split the money up good, right? We already had it, like that's how we was gonna do it, right? And so, you know, we gotta come up. Son ain't tell. Son ain't tell. The cameras caught the nigga H coming out. I don't even know how they ain't catch the nigga Kev coming in. But I told you Kev is so little. And H is literally 6'2". So the nigga body was towering this nigga Kev's body. And the camera didn't pick him up, right? So he got away, right? So now me and son is the only ones that so the shot caller just wanted son to holler at us. He ain't really want to fuck the nigga up. He ain't want to get the nigga fucked up. He ain't none of that. Our shot caller wanted money, wanted business. He like, yo, we could protect this nigga. But once he got under the dirty white boys, he couldn't deal with us because them niggas is, you know, it's like a race card thing with them niggas too. So, you know, race play a big part in jail politics. This is why niggas can't link up. So now I take 500 pills. My son take 500 pills. With the 500 pills, it's like 10 grams of dope too. So now I got 5 grams of dope. He got 5 grams of dope. It's over. We about to shake and motherfucking bake, right? So Kev was in the feds for it was an indictment down there in the Lower East Side, and son baby moms wound up getting caught up. He was selling shit. He was fucking her. He was selling shit. They was young. She wound up catching a habit, and he couldn't. Not saying he couldn't. He didn't want to keep feeding her habit while they had a kid and destroy her by, you know, letting her get high and shit like that. He didn't want to support it no more. And so she left with his daughter, just disappeared. And then he caught the Fed charge right after his daughter disappeared. And so son used to be depressed a lot. And I know because the nigga used to want to talk all the night. Every time night come, he'd be like, yo, Rocky, let's chop it up. Because we wound up being in the same cell after that shit happened, right? And so I knew he was depressed behind that shit, right? And so now I'm like, how can I put this? We shaking and baking, we get into the money. We doing what we doing, right? But we don't got no more. We don't got no flip. What that meaning we this nigga who got done dirty was getting it in. We didn't have nobody to get it in, especially not being in PA. You understand? And so what we had, once we flipped it, this was our money to shake and bake, out to get something else to, whatever, right? And so my son, the nigga, and this was who he was on the street. Lower East Side has got a lot of money down there, right? I mean, there's a lot of money on the Lower East Side, but there's a lot of drugs, right? And so my son was older than me, but he looked younger than me. He was actually, at the time, he was 37. I was, at the time, 2017. I probably was 29. And he was 35, 37 or some shit like that. I remember. And he looked younger than me. He still looked younger than me. He looked little than me and all that, right? But he told me on the streets I was fucking with the pills and all that, right? So this is for my real ones. I said shout out to my real ones, right? So this is for my real ones, right? You will have a homie, right, that y'all do something. I mean, you'll have a homie that you do everything with, right? And because we so cool with our peoples that we don't want to never look like a lame or whatever, that we kind of support the things that's not actually good for them, right? And this is what I mean, that I didn't see at the time, right? This is real. So when I first met him and we started chopping it up, he told me like, yo, yeah, this is what happened to my baby moms. We had the pills, we was fucking, it started with the perks, then it graduated to this, that, right? And I knew his story because I damn near almost had the same story. We didn't graduate yet at that time to this, and that, but the perkies had us to a point where once the prescription was over, we looking in the street for them. You feel me? And so I knew he told me that story, but now once niggas ran down on son and we caught all those pills and shit like that, I'm so hyped up that I'm not thinking like, yo, damn, my man about to be in his room, be in his cell, or with, whatever, with all these fucking pills on him, and he told me he was getting high. So I'm not looking like, yo, damn, bro, you don't want me to hold the shits, or we could have somebody else getting them off. You just get away from that shit. Instead of doing that, like, the thoughts crossed me. I'm not gonna lie. And this is part of the reasons I felt like shit after it, right? Is because my conscience started to tell me the same shit I'm telling y'all now. Like, yo, bro, you think he alright over there? Or, yo, what you think son doing? Or, yo, is he being strong? Or whatever, right? And so I give it to, like, we wound up, we moved into the same cell the same time niggas got with this nigga. So let's say they got with the nigga on a Monday, right? They robbed him, all that shit, right? H got put in the box, all that. Kev moved into the cell with me, and I could say that happened on a Thursday. So it's only 4 days, right? And so by this day, the fourth day, I'm like, I think they got 10 pills left. All the dope, everything is gone. You understand? I'm hustling to the point everything is gone. And this nigga, he's starting to sleep till 12 in the afternoon. All type of little shit, right? The nigga ain't brushing his hair. So, and still I'm not paying attention because I'm trying to think, yo, where can I re-up at? What can I do? I got me a nice little kitty. Now I got a nice little bank in this bitch. What's up? And I'm not thinking about, yo, this nigga. I'm just like, yo, bro, you sleeping all day. Wow, you gonna miss all the And I'm not really seeing what's going on. And that was on my part. And so, so one morning, I just paid attention to, I'm like, yo, get up, bro. It's breakfast, nigga. We going to breakfast. And why I did it like that is because every time since I got there, every time since I got there and me and him got cool, he always came to my bed. There's a lot of times I was up already, but he always came to my bed in the morning saying, yo, what's up? You sleeping or you eating? What we doing? Like, it's time for us to get tough. We can't be none of these niggas sleeping all day in here. We gotta get free. That was his little motivation. So once I started seeing him, I'm like, yo, nigga, this is what we doing. I sounded like him so much that he had to acknowledge it, right? And so I'm like, yo, look, I'm gonna go make a call real fast because it's early in the morning. I'm like, yo, I'm about to make a call real fast and we gonna go, I'll make some breakfast. And so I go make the call, I tell my moms, yo, look, I need you to do such and such. I come back, the nigga walking out the cell, son, hair look crazy. Like, he just looked crazy. And I'm like, yo, nah. That's when it hit me. Like, yo. I'm like, yo, bro, you in there getting high, bro? Like, yo, what's up, bro? He like, yo, son, keep your mouth down. I'm like, yo, bro, you getting high, nigga? Like, what's up, bro? Talk to me, nigga. What we doing? He like, yo, bro, you don't know how it is. I don't see my kid. I don't see this. I'm like, yo, bro, you getting high? That's what you doing? He like, yo, bro, bro, yo, look, listen to me. He was one of the flyest niggas I ever met. When I mean this nigga was one of the flyest niggas I ever met, bro. Literally. Older than me. Older than me, bro. But son made me feel like, yo, you know, that's the bro. So many stories, nigga. Late night, nigga. Like, yo, what up? Talk to me. I'm gonna play the gate so you can get that off your chest. Talk to me, bro. What up? What's going on, bro? Yeah, so I'm like, yo. So now I'm shocked. I'm fucked up in the head. I'm like, yo, nah, my man wasn't ready. I like, yo, I should have. Now I'm in the stage of, yo, I should have seen it coming, or yo, I should have did this. I should have did that, right? And so I'm like, yo, I got you, bro. I'm like, yo, look, listen, this is between me and you. I'm gonna get you right, bro. Like, yo, whatever you need from me, just let me know, bro. He like, yo, I'm like, yo, you don't want me to take the shit you got and get rid of it, bro? He like, yo, nah, bro, I might need it. And at this time, I won't lie, I am naive to dope sick and all that shit. I'm super naive to, yeah, I'm older, yeah, I sold drugs and all that, but I never did a drug to know that was happening, you heard? And I never sold dope to even, you know, not in a point where I'm dealing with dope heads type shit, right? And so he like, yo, nah, bro, I'm gonna be sick. He like, yo, I can't sell nothing. I'm like, yo, come on, bro. I'm like, look at your hair. Look at like, come on. I'm like, nigga, you was the flyest nigga in this spot when I pulled up. Why you think we got close? He like, yo, you right. He like, yo, you right, right? But the nigga's still doing what it do. He's still not trying. So I'm like, all right, copy. This is what the homie wanna do. This is what the homie gonna do. I'ma just I'ma stay away from it a little bit, right? And so we didn't switch cells, not right away, but we did. We wound up, I'm like, yo, I wound up saying, I can't live, nigga, because everybody was starting to see him now, right? And I promise you, son went from being that nigga and having this chick, that chick, all these chicks coming to see him getting money and all that, and then it just was like, he was the man, and now this nigga waking up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, he gnawing out. So the first thing to go was the New York car. They kicked him out the whip. Yo, that was the first thing to go. No, first thing to go was me. Then it was the car. like, yo, bro, you in here gnawing out, nigga. We need soldiers, nigga. Niggas like, yo, niggas is not gonna let niggas harm you, bro, but respectfully, bro, you gotta do what you doing, bro. And because he turned into an addict inside of here. And he been an addict before he got here, but that little situation pulled him around drugs to where he could come out now. And so now, like I said, he leaning all over the place now. He just doing a lot of shit that he wasn't doing, and everybody is seeing it. And so son must have ran out of shit, right? He must have, that little party pack he had must have really went. And so my son started owing niggas. He started, everybody who he was cool with, he started owing niggas. He doing the friendly extortion shit. Like, yo, you know you my man, bro. Yo, once I get off this shit, I got you, bro. Don't worry about that. Yo, I just need a little 10. Yeah, doing all that type of shit. And some niggas went for it, some niggas didn't go for it, right? And I'm gonna be real. The feds is tough. It's tough, right? To where you hear niggas getting killed for nothing. You hear niggas on that vibration. You hear the ugly. But when it came to Kev, everybody was like, damn, this nigga fell, bro. Like, not you, bro. Because I felt like he was strong. Like, yo, nah, bro, you mad strong, bro. How you let that? But nah, I didn't see it. And, man. I remember the homie just asking a lot of people for shit. He kept asking me for shit. And I watched the nigga, right? I watched this nigga down. I watched him chase this drug now. I watched the disgrace from everybody. And then, right? So now in jail, when you can't get something that you want, that you used to having, A, you gonna take it from a nigga. B, you gonna run up a tab that you can't cover. Or C, shit really ain't no C, right? And so with him, he started going into fiend stage so much that, and this is crazy because he came in a regular black kid from the Bronx. We'd say like just a regular person. But nah, Kev was from Lower East Side, right? So yeah, just a regular kid from Lower East Side, grew up to be 35 years old, chilling, trying to get his shit right. And this drug, it get close to him and shut him down. Like literally. It shut him down to a point where he wouldn't say no. And this is what I mean. It was so many people in there praying on each other's downfall that once he ain't had no money and he was asking everybody for this and that, now they could play on you. Now they could play on, they could really do the shiesty shit that they want to do to you, right? And I told y'all he was a fly nigga, cool nigga. One way in jail how they get high, right, from using heroin. I don't know why. I don't know if it lasts longer or whatever. But a lot of people won't sniff heroin in jail. They inject it with a needle. And so this what he started to do. Be around the motherfuckers who wanted drugs all day, right? And now when they got certain dynamics to them where, you was the man, now you ain't nothing. So come be a part of us. I got you. Don't worry, you want some drugs, you want to hit, I got you. Kev met a nigga like that in there. That was just, and we all seen it like, yo, look at this nigga. Yo, you really, come on, bro. You can see this nigga coming a mile away. And we don't know the force. But for him to get those little hits that was coming from his new so-called friends, he was taking it by needle, the needle injection. So he could get a stronger hit, so he could feel it, so he could whatever. And every day now taking a needle, because now he need the needle. Because that drug, it grows. It don't keep getting, that itch for that drug don't keep getting satisfied with no scratch. No, it want more and more and more of what you fed it. And so he started using these needles just to get off of E, just so he won't feel sick. Because a place like prison, you never know when if they're gonna have a lockdown, anything, right? And that's what started happening. Lockdowns started happening. Somebody fumbled the package, all of that. But now he got a full-fledged addiction. And so but yeah, so being that they do anything they can to get off of E and not feel that pain of stomach aches, your joints. What's the other one? Charlie horses. What's that? The shit that be inside you. Oh boy, it's so much shit that happens when you don't got that dope. And so this nigga, just to get a little hit to get off of E so he could feel good to do a little hustling, he had to use people's needles, had him use his needle. Because needles, you can't get them being incarcerated like that. And so he came one day, I remember going past his new cell and shit like that, right? And I'm like, yo, Kev, what up, bro? I'm like, yo, you alright? And to be honest with you, I was checking in on him because he owed me some bread. But I wanted to let him know, like, yo, nah, don't worry about that, yo, you good. I don't even need that money, you heard? So, as soon as he seen me, he like, yo, bro, I got you, don't worry, I got you, bro. I'm like, yo, bro, it ain't about no money, bro, I just want to make sure you alright. He like, yo, man, I wish I would have followed y'all, bro. I'm like, yo, nah, we alright, bro, don't worry about none of that. He like, yo, nah, bro. He showed me a paper. And I'm like, yo, what's this? He like, yo, I just got this shit back from the doctors and shit. I'm like, yo, what happened? He like, yo, I'm HIV positive. And I'm like, word? He like, yeah, because I'm like, yo, you can't remember that shit? He like, nah, bro. He like, from sharing needles with people. I'm like, word? He like, yeah, bro. I'm like, damn, bro. And my man Pretty Cav, bro, from Lower East Side, bro. The moral of today's story, bro, is, man, number uno, numero uno. Do not do drugs. Do not do drugs. Lesson 2 from this story is don't go to jail and do drugs, because who wants to be in jail doing drugs anyway? Also, understand that if it's in jail, it's not a lot. It's not a abundance of what would you call it? It's not an abundance of of things for you to get high with. You understand? If you're in jail, you're not getting so much. And you probably need it to be clicking 24/7 every day. It don't go down like that. It don't. So the best bet is for you to fly straight. Keep your nose clean, bro. Ever. It's for all my peoples out there, bro. Don't ever do drugs in jail. Even when somebody who is somebody you know. You understand? I don't care if it's somebody you know and they might be looking good and all that. Don't take no drugs from them. Especially not in no jail. And number 3, you don't know what they putting in it. And this is the way niggas is doing it in jail now. If a nigga don't like you, a nigga giving you a hot bag. These evil niggas is doing shit like that. They don't like a nigga, they give him a hot bag to get him out of here. You don't want to be chasing that shit and you get a hot bag because a nigga got an attitude with you that you don't even know of. Come on, bro. It's a lot of pretty Kevs out there. You don't be a pretty Kev, you heard? We out of here, man. It's bite. I know the vibes.